Hi. Trying to get set up here. My best. There. That might be it. How y'all doing this Sunday? I thought I'd come on for just a few minutes today. I have a few things I'd like to discuss. One is I have a walk of shame for it looks to be Activision. It seems like Peanut got a strike, and it was for a video that they actually purchased 4 years ago. So, and where he's new, he doesn't understand. I'm new. I'm not new to YouTube, but I'm new to producing and uploading and all that. Anyway, I don't understand. His strike was the name of his program was Call of Duty, Advanced Warfare, and YouTube. That was their answer. Was that Activision put the strike in on him, and I'm wondering. I don't know exactly. It must be some small print. But you know what? Shame on you, Activision. These kids buy these programs, these gaming, and of course they want to play them on YouTube. And you go strike them. These are kids you're picking on a lot of times. Adults too, I know they get them, but I really don't see the problem. They go pay for the program. They should be able to play them on YouTube or anywhere else they want to. So that's my walk of shame, and maybe YouTube for allowing this, and for not making it better known if they're whatever their copyright is. Maybe they do, and I haven't seen it. But anyway, I'm an angry grandma. So I would like to ask my people to go give. I can't even see my chat. I think I'm doing an upload, and I'm not. I'm live. Oh, I got you now. I lost my chat. I do that stuff. I make all kinds of newbie mistakes. Okay, let me get caught up on my chat. There it is. I got the right screen. June, how are you? Marie, your grandson plays too? Good. Jesse Evans. Well, God bless you too. Debbie Dawson. Yeah. Oh boy, it seems like I have a whole room full of angry grandmas, angry parents. Yeah, well, they shouldn't mess with our kids. They just don't get it, do they? Thank you, John, for smashing that like button. If you guys could, I would like to ask you to maybe show a little love with Peanut XXL. He'll be on in a little bit. Anyway, he's always after me to go live, and I usually do it when he's asleep. He's really down. So I'm waiting for him to come in. Wow. Thank you all for showing up. I didn't know I was going to be able to do this. I haven't been feeling really, really well for the last, I don't know, maybe week. But I was really sick yesterday and last night. But I'm a lot better now. But I'm really, really glad to see you all. And I have a few things that I can talk about, that I would like to talk about. Of course, my number one is my my drawing. I'm really, really excited about it. And it is December 1st. The cutoff, I think, is the 28th. That gives me time to handwrite all the entries, and I'm going to put them up in a jar. And I don't know if you can see this. There it is, my little. Nope, it's going to be backwards, so I'll read it to you. Of course, my email to enter that is grapevines007@gmail.com, and that's grapevines with an S, GRAPESVINE. No, so I can't spell today either. It's grape, GRAPEVINES 007@gmail.com. Now, what I'm asking for is for my subscribers to nominate a person of excellence. We all know that person that goes above and beyond to help others. I don't care who that person is. They do not have to be a subscriber. I'm just doing this for my subscribers. And so what'll happen is the winner will get 2 $25 gift certificates of their choice. That's 2 separate ones, so that's a total of $50. But now, if that person you nominate is not close to you, I'll be glad to mail it to them. But if you would like to hand give it to them, you're welcome to do that. It's your way of saying, hey, look what I won for you. And I didn't enter anything. No, I won it for you. Well, and if they don't want their name given out, say fine. It can be. You can actually say the girl down the street, and you can go hand deliver it to them. But if not, I'll be glad to mail it to them. And of course, my family is excluded, but your family is not. So that, I think, if you have any questions, just shoot me an email. So yeah, Peanut is bummed out, but oh gosh, I let my chat get away. I do that. I get running off at the mouth. Well, thank you all for the for hitting the thumbs up for me. And it looks like everybody in the room has done that. Wow, thank you very much. Yes, Kristen. Now, I don't think, unless you guys tell me, I don't think I'll mention that you have entered because of privacy issues. Unless you want me to, if it's okay. But I don't want to be the one to, do anything wrong. I'm still, it's okay, Kristen? Yes, okay. So everyone can know that Kristen did enter, but I'm not going to tell who you nominated. That might be, you know. I mean, I know, but you know. Oh. Oh, that's okay. If you want to say who you nominated, I don't care. It just shows that you really care about that person, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's all right, Kristen. And thank you, Marie. Marie, have you entered? Last I looked, I don't think I saw you. June, shoot me an email. Let's see, I have memes and YouTube in here to say hi. And I might have missed a few of your, a little bit of the chat when it first came on, because I get rattled easy. I have such issues. I'm on my laptop, and I'm almost afraid to touch it because I either lose my chat, I can lose the whole upload, or this live stream or anything on it. But evidently I did it. Last time it took me a couple hours to get on because something to do with the platforms I use, I don't even want to get into it. Okay, what do I want to talk about today? I want to talk about kiwis. I got gifted a whole bunch of kiwis. I have some lovely, lovely neighbors. They're all farmers here, and they go to these places many, many miles, pick up stuff for me. And it seems like I'm gonna peel these. They've already been washed. I just dip everything in vinegar water just because you don't know who handled it. If it's been rolling in the floor or whatever. So, and once you stick that knife or spoon in there, anything on the outside of it could contaminate the inside. That's why, even though same thing with apples. And I have a case of apples that I was supposed to do something with yesterday. Didn't do it. Didn't feel well. And that's the story of my life. I have so many good intentions, and then I get to feeling bad, and I have to just push it off. So that's that. I would also like to talk. Well, let me explain. I did make a few notes on kiwi fruit. It is now considered a superfood. It's high in vitamin C and E and K, potassium, fiber. It's also good for a digestive aid. It also is an antioxidant. And as with all your fresh foods, it has digestive enzymes. Why is that important? Because your intestines and your digestive system really does rule your whole health system. Because if they can't transport the nutrients to your organs and your bodily systems, then you're going to get sick. And your body needs 90 nutrients per day. Vitamins, minerals, and your essential fatty acids. So you love kiwi, Kristen? Good. Oh, Debbie. Honey, I feel for you. You've have a computer I've never touched. So I'm so technically, and yeah, well, so am I basically. Now my phone, it's awesome. But it's full. I done junked it up. Thanks, Jim. I hate to tell you this because I'm so into nutrition, and I watch what I put in my body. But I actually, last night I had to take a pain pill, and that sucks because they're toxic. But you know, when you're actually, I only took a half. I take everything like that in half doses. And then if I have to work up to a full dose, I will. But yeah, so you know, as much as I hate, I did have to take a pain pill. But that's why they make them, I guess. Yes, Marie, I am a lover of apple cider vinegar. Yeah. So anyway, that's it on the kiwi. So I'll be peeling them because I got a nice little bunch of them. I just have these. You know, I work in small bunches, small batches, because that way if I get tired or sick, you know, at least I produce something that day. What I'm going to do is I'm going to peel these, slice them up, lay them out on a sheet of parchment paper, throw them in the freezer, and then I will put them up in bags for my smoothies. Because this winter, these kiwis, either I won't be able to get them, and if I do, they'll probably be so expensive that I don't want to get them. um, and something else I'd like to talk about is salt. Okay, we hear salt, salt, salt is bad. And I researched salt many years ago, and I'm going to try to do this from memory. Your salt that comes out of the ground, in fact, we have some old salt mines on our property. And in fact, the town was famous at one time for its salt mines. Peanut, hi Peanut. I've asked everybody that if they haven't supported you, and they're gonna cheer you up and make you feel better. I've told them about this story about Activision, and you have a room full of really really angry grandparents and parents in here that don't go for that. They're because they understand you mess with their grandkids and you're in trouble. So yeah, I gave the I should have waited, but I gave them the walk of shame. They deserve it, and I don't know where they're at on the financial, but if they get enough people mad at them, they're out of business. They forget how to treat their customers. Oh, look here, Debbie. Thank you, Debbie. Peanut. Oh, everybody is showing your love, Peanut. Yeah, June. Yeah, of course we do need to complain because YouTube should not allow that stuff. What? I don't get it. Look at there. June just gave you a peanut. Oh, Peanut says they have millions. No doubt. And guess where they get their money from? Grandmas, parents who want to buy their kids and grandkids games. And then they pull this stuff. Yeah. Shame, shame, shame. YouTube and Activision. Yeah. So if you want to give me a strike, I could care less. I don't play games, but, enough about that. Let's get back to the salt. When, okay, the underground, which is where salt comes from, you have your many, many years of leaves and decomposing. Anyway, it's mineral rich. So salt, when it comes out of the ground, is naturally minerally rich. But guess what? The greedy companies, which is I should have probably named my live stream greedy companies. They strip all that out. They strip, and guess what they add? Stuff you don't want in there. Stuff to keep it, some kind of desiccant or something to keep it free-flowing. And so your regular table salt, and y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't know what it is. I don't buy it, but what, 29 cents it used to be? Probably $1. I don't have a clue. I don't buy it. But that's what you're getting. So I do have alternatives. Now, I have a bunch somewhere, but I put it away. I buy this online. It's Himalayan pink salt. And I'm sure a lot of you are onto it by now. Now, it's good. It's got minerals in it, so it's a salt. And it's also a big texture. Now, you can grind it down, or I actually have an automatic grinder that I put mine in. And I also have this little, look at this. Is this cute? It's a salt box. Guess where I found this? Yeah, I was binge watching Phyllis Stokes. Y'all know Phyllis Stokes, Stokes. Yeah, I found her several months back. And she was using one of these, and I thought this was just too cute. Put your salt in there. Look there, and it just slides. Anyway, she had a link to Amazon, and I would give you a link, but I don't know how. But I'm sure you can find it on Phyllis's. And I would be glad to look it up because I did buy it from Amazon. Oh, June, you watch her? Yes, she's... Yeah. Maria, you almost died following that diet. Which one? What did I miss? Okay, anyway. Would you... I got very sick from omitting salt one time. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Only one thing about the pink salt. I don't think it has iodine in it. And that's the main reason the minerals are great, but without the iodine, it's essential. You don't need a whole lot of it. Anyway, that's that. Now, I do have your iodized sea salt, okay? Now, that's just like your table salt, except it's got iodine and it's got minerals. And then, of course, my favorite, you can tell, is your I like the more pure foods, natural foods. It's iodized sea salt too. So I mix them both up, but I so love the flavor of the Himalayan sea salt. So, and where the flakes are so large, you get a taste of it, and you're really not eating that much, but they're good. Okay, so I can get rid of this. Next, I want to talk about, I have the perfect recipe on the Instant Pot for pinto beans, bean soup. It is, of course, I have the 8-quart Instant Pot. It is 3 cups of pinto beans dry and 8 cups of water, and cook it on 75 minutes, or that's what, an hour and 15 minutes. And then I just let it cool down on its own, pressure release. They are lovely. And I did buy an extra insert for it. And guess what? I finally get to show you. You know your Instant Pot's also a slow cooker. And look here, this fits perfect. It went on one of my steel pots, and I was able to use it. So I'm going to put that on slow cook to warm it up for Hubby will eat on that for a day or two. And then guess what? We use it for, I'll be right back. I'm, I don't know, weird. I can't stand stuff sitting around. So I cooked those yesterday, and I'm reheating them now because hubby will eat. So hubby's a vegetarian, so, and you know, you cannot eat pinto beans without salt. So there you go. Okay, so for the pinto beans, and then you can make, from there on in, you can make dips. I make a hummus with it. You can make tacos, burritos. And I'm not ashamed to admit that I keep them around in the fridge up to a week. If you get them out of there real fast, get them in a cold fridge, they will last a week. However, they don't usually, because I have another recipe my husband actually taught me, and that is bean cakes. You take maybe a couple of cups of beans and put some flour in it and chop up an onion, and you fry them up. They kind of look like pancake mixture with a little, maybe a little drier. And anyway, he eats them as hamburgers, you know, veggie burgers. Of course, I love them, but I don't like them on a bun. He'll eat them with a bread or buns, but I don't. And I have digestive problems, so I can't eat beans that many days in a row. I love them, but I still eat my bean cakes. Excellent, excellent. You guys should try them. So, okay, making the bean cakes. Now, you know I like my organic cold pressed olive oils. But, you know, these oils, oh, I see the problem. I hate to do this, but I have to change it to live chat. I hope I don't lose you guys. I'm afraid to touch anything. Okay. Yeah, Noel. Hi, how are you? Yes, I'll make you some bean cakes. What'd you miss, Peanut? Nothing. You just missed yeah, you needed to know it about salt. His internet went down and he missed me. Okay, so I was talking about my olive oil, and I buy a nice olive oil that, you know, but when heated, you know, they're breakdown temperatures, and that's where the molecules change into something that may not be good for you. So I found this non-hydrogenated organic all vegetable shortening, and I use that. It's got like a higher breakdown. All your oils will break down. So, and I think the hydrogenation is what you know, is bad for us. So this would be good. Now, I get a lot of stuff because I live out in the sticks, and we don't have a Whole Foods or anything nice like that. So I order from Thrive Market. Now, it's different from Thrive Life, which is the dehydrated. Thrive Market specializes in hard to find organic, different foods. And they have a one-time fee, and then after that, if you order $50, your shipping is free. So, hi, fat boy. So, and now I order from Thrive Life too. Some of the things are dehydrated. Of course, I dehydrate my own things. So, fat boy, you missed my rant on Activision and YouTube. They put a strike on my grandson, Peanut XXL. Peanut, say hi to fat boy. He's a friend of mine. So today I did a walk of shame on him, on Activision. Shame on them, bothering our children. And the adults too. They buy the games and then they want to. Whiskey Woman, thank you for showing in. Explore Fever. Welcome, welcome. Yes, and I'm asking everyone to show Peanut, well, XXL, a little love. In fact, why don't you all show each other love if you haven't already? Normally, my people, and all my friends, we're always in the same chats. We run into each other constantly, and we all, but, and it's so enjoyable. Yeah, I ran into Fat Boy in the middle of the night the other night. Of course, I run into you all at one point or another. Yes, Peanut, these are all my friends. Everybody say hello to Explore Fever, XPLOR Fever. Welcome. You all are very lovely people. Okay, so that's my tricks for today. I hope a lot of you probably already know that, but I hope I can help you. And of course, my left vocal cord is out. So that's why my voice is funny. So Ron tells me that I can drink honey, so I put some honey in some orange juice, and it will help me with my live stream. I should have already drank it. Okay, I'm going to plug my contest, my drawing, one more time. Grapevines007@gmail.com. Just go in there and say, I nominate so-and-so. I would kind of like to hear you, what you've got to say, like that, the reason you nominated that person, like, that they've taken a lot out of their own life to go help others. And I have to tell you, the entries I've gotten so far where they took the time to explain that to me, they had me in tears yesterday. Some of these people with what they had planned if they won, how they were gonna give it away. And people have, they're lovely, lovely people. So, and you're welcome to do that. Everybody except Peanut, because I don't want anybody saying, it would be my luck. I'd reach in there or have the hubby reach in there. Oh, Peanut's a winner. Oh, keep it in the family. Yeah. No, Peanut, I shall take care of you in another way. Thank you, Explore Fever. And I hope you stick around. And I thank you for coming in, all of you. I like it. I love all of you. So, what I have going upcoming, I do have to make my husband's candy. I make a very healthy candy with cacao powder in it. And cacao is your chocolate, your cocoa bean before it's been processed or heated. And so you have all these nutritional properties in it. Plus, it has enzymes and antioxidant properties. So I will be making those. Other than that, it's just your usual. It's just your usual coconut oatmeal sort of thing, and I put honey in it. And it's made with coconut milk. So if you're out at the store and you see any, and of course I always buy organic when possible. If not, I don't fret. Oh, June's buffering. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll be making that candy one day next week. Hey, a good for you candy. What's wrong with that, right? Yeah, hubby loves it too because we're not supposed to have a lot of sweets, and no one's supposed to have a lot of sweets. But if you can have it and stay healthy, that's cool. Is there anything anybody wants me to? Any questions? Because I know I've been running off at the mouth and not. I've not been keeping up. Fairly well, but okay. So you guys want to see the candy recipe? Okay. Noelle, you'll go back? Yes. Okay. As long as I talk. Well, I like to hear you guys say a few things. Well, it's been a beautiful day here. It was 60 and sunny. Oh, you're lagging? Whiskey woman? Yeah. Would you guys like to meet Shiloh? I know you've seen him before, but let me see. Shiloh. Shiloh. Here, boy. I need Shiloh. Oh, he's outside? Okay. Can we bring him in? That's why he didn't come, because he's a really good dog to come when called. I have 5 dogs. They don't get along, so I have them in different places. Hubby is really good to, he enclosed the back porch in glass, and we have it sectioned off. I get a little bit of it for my plants. The dogs get the rest. They have a little doggy door, and then it's fenced in, then go all the way around the house. And hubby heats it with firewood. We have a wood stove out there. Okay. I know a lot of you are leaving and coming back because 30. What is the temperature here?
59.
It's 59 right now. And didn't it get hotter than that today? Like 60 something?
Supposed to, I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably about 61.
Yeah, he was out working. Okay, Shiloh, come here. Honey, will you put him in my lap? He's getting so fat.
Yeah.
And he also needs grooming. Here, get up in my lap. Come on. This is my boy. My boy. Want to say hi to the camera? You want to give me lickies? You love Daddy? Yeah. This is the one I have to cook for. He will not eat anything unless it comes off of my plate. He's rotten. Yeah, the vet's gonna chew me out. We got him rotten. But he's a oops, what down? Okay, all right. So, rotten dog. Um, he's my remote control dog. He's so smart, it scares me. He's green-eyed, and I don't know, I think he knows everything we say. And he loves, he's got his little house he gets in. If you turn the TV off, he goes and gets in his house. And so he just knows way too much. No, 59. No, it's beautiful today. Anyway, yeah, he's my beautiful green-eyed puppy. Actually, he's 2. They're all puppies. They're all rescues. You met Muggsy. And I think you got a glimpse of I have Marley. He's a sweetheart. And I have Izzy. She's part shepherd. Then I have Monster. I didn't name her that. So I call her Monitor instead of Monster because she's a sweet dog. However, she doesn't like other dogs. So, you have to keep this dog away from that dog. Or they fight. So, yeah, I love cats, but I can't have cats. My dogs would, they fight. In fact, they don't even like other dogs. Everybody knows I'm an animal lover, and I love people who love animals and children. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I have lots of things planned. I said the candy. I'll probably have to make an apple dish because I have a case of apples. And I think my grandmother used to wrap them up in newspaper. And she used to put them in her dresser drawers and they would keep. I'm not up for that, but I made jam one year. I love them in my, we use them in my juicing. I love them in smoothies. What else did I want to talk about? Well, okay, I have a really nice blender, one of those Vitamix. And then I have the juicer. And they're both very, very good and healthy. And of course, they're kind of, they two different animals in a way, because your juicing takes out the nutrients, but you don't get the fiber. Now, and that's not necessarily bad, because, fiber is good, but if you're real compromised and you need every bit of nutrients that you can get, and you have a hard time eating or drinking, then you're getting a powerhouse of nutrients. Now in your smoothies, and you can just put an apple in, and some orange juice or coconut water, whatever you like, a banana, strawberries, blueberries, and you're getting all that fiber, which is good. But fiber is not good for everyone all the time. So ashwagandha powder, yes, I use that. Um, I think it's the ashwagandha powder I think is very strong. I only use a half a teaspoon to a whole. He makes when he juices. Well, you've seen the big piles. I made a video of it, and he makes it this almost full, and I don't know how many ounces, but he makes it up to here, and it's a half a teaspoon, and I can tell that stuff is awesome, and it regulates your thyroid, I think, from what I gather. So, yeah, somehow we have to get those 90 nutrients every day in us, and or we'll get sick. So, if you're not fighting a disease, you can, you're much better off if you do a little bit of prevention. Whereas if you're already sick, you have to do, building and maintenance and your husband and I had to stop going to the animal shelters every weekend before we made a kennel. Okay. Debbie, I can't even go. When they have those pet adoption promotions at your different shopping centers sometimes. Yeah. Hubby told me, don't get out of the car. Don't get out of the car. So I go, whoa. I open the car door. Why? That's how I got Izzy, the shepherd. But I think she was badly treated before I got her. Now my daughter saw one on Facebook on one of the animal shelters here, and she just saw his picture, and there was a lot of interest in him. He was his name's Rocco, and he was part corgi or corgi, ever how you want to corgi, I think, and part shepherd. He was a beautiful dog. Anyway, she called me and said, Mom, I want that dog. And she lives like 450 miles away. And I says, with all the interest, you're not going to get that dog. She says, well, I want you to wait in line. Go early and wait in line. I want that dog, and I'll come get him. So sure enough, I went there and waited in line. I was first in line, and I got him. And I went in, and I said, I want Rocco. And they said, well, you want to do a meet and greet? I go, no, I want Rocco. I want him. So all of a sudden, I saw this big woof of puppy come sliding down the hallway and banged into the desk and knocked his water bowl over, his food. And then he landed at my feet, and he looked up like, what's up? I says, don't tell me that's Rocco. Yeah, I want him. And so my daughter couldn't come real soon to get him. So I kept calling her. I finally got to where, if you don't come real soon, I'm going to get too attached, and you will never get that dog. Anyway, she's nuts over him. Nuts. And I've talked a bunch of my relatives into taking dogs that, oh my gosh, is Peanut on here? Gosh, I hope not. But my only disappointment in taking in dogs. It was a heartbreaking one. He come a couple of years ago. There was this husky come to the house. I go, well, okay, what am I gonna do with you? So Peanut and his family, they were on their way to Disney World, and they stopped, and they fell in love with Husky, the Husky puppy. Yeah, they called him Shadow. They weren't looking for a dog, but I guess the dog chose them. And anyway, on the way back, they picked him up. They had him about a year, and they fell in love with him. He got in the car, and he went bye-bye with them. And Peanut's back. So I was telling him, Peanut, about your dog. And I know you miss him. So I know you know the story. I didn't want to bring it up. But anyway, the dog got sick. And Peanut's dad spent $5,000 or $6,000 in surgeries to try to save the dog. And he didn't make it. So yeah, I know you know, Peanut. I just didn't want to bring it up. But I have a lot of successes. At least Shadow knew 1 year of love. Okay, and you guys were very, very good to him. I had other dogs that other family members, and I would take them to the vets, get them all straight, and drive them up to Michigan, and they got taken care of. Kristen's back, Peanut's back. So I have a bunch of animal lovers in here. Of course, all good people love animals. Well, and people love you too, Peanut. So yeah, I can get off on a subject and just talk away. I dislike when I get on somebody's chat and they're like talking bad about people. Okay, now I did about Activision, but I moved on. Okay, I'm not going to dwell on it. But I've seen people get on there and the language they use, and it's this and that word and this bad word. Those are the only people I unsubscribe to. That hurts my ears. Now, a few here and there, I'll get over. That's fine. But when every other word is a bad word, you need to stop and do a self-check on that. Because how in the world do you express what you need to if that's all you know? Yeah, and if it's really a really bad cuss word, it just hurts my ears. Those are the only times I will, subscribe someone just right on the spot if I start hearing all that. Tessie's in the house. Hi, Tessie. I'm glad you could stop by. We're just here chatting this and that about animals. And Peanut's in the house. And we've talked about salts, the different salt, and about my husband's bean cake recipe. where he's a vegetarian, so of course he likes beans. And when I fix meat, that's why he doesn't care that I share it with the dogs, as long as he don't have to eat it. Nathan likes drums. Hello, welcome. Everybody welcome Nathan. Yes, and I'm making my candy, Tessie, one day next week. My healthy candy. I'm sure it's everyone makes a variety of it's coconut and oatmeal, but I put the extra spin of the cacao powder, and so everyone wants to try the bean cake recipe. You know what would be nice if my husband would make it, but he's camera shy. I mean, I know I get out and make pictures of him, but he's not going to volunteer. But it's just you take a couple of cups of your pinto beans, and you don't want a lot of the liquid in the pinto beans, like the soup when you make soup beans, and you mix in flour and onions, chopped up onions, and you fry it up, maybe in a cast iron pan with you fry it up like a hamburger, and you eat it like a hamburger. And if you want to fix it up and put pickles or relish, or I like it with mustard, but I don't like the bun, and hubby does. So yes, don't forget the like button, ring the bell. And I was also talking about the point that oils, when that they start to disintegrate, and it's always different. And I started using this organic non-hydrogenated shortening, and I haven't used shortening in like probably 10 years because I quit frying things. I might do a light saute in butter. Now, I do hope there's none of you people that eat margarine. Please tell me. That's the biggest no. Margarine is awful. Buy your real butter. Yes. Margarine is a total chemical, messy killer. Yep, use your butter. Coconut oil has a higher degree of cooking that doesn't break down, but it will break down. But it's a good one. I know these people that do the turkeys. I've been trying to figure out the best oil for that. And I think maybe people are onto something with the peanut oil. I'm not a fan of peanut oil, but for a turkey, I think it works out pretty well. Yes, Tessie makes her own butter. I have to buy mine, Tessie. But I buy the organic. And yes, I trust cows more than chemicals. We got a bad rap on that, didn't we? And it's all about the corporations, ever what they want to tell you. Like the salt and the high blood pressure. And I explained to you the different properties of salt. Of course, the nasty stuff in the regular table salt's going to kill you. Yeah. Yeah, I learned a lot after a while. Who is that? Noel. Oh, Debbie, you want to learn how to make the healthy candy? Okay, I'll do it real soon. Joyce makes her own butter. Cool. I'm all for uh, making everything. It's always anything homemade's better than the best store bought. You agree? Iodized sea salt. Actually, if you look, you can find it at the grocery store. Noel, you can find the iodized, but or at a health food store, or like I told you, I order some things through Thrive Market, and um, it's different from Thrive Life. It's Thrive Market. They have all kinds of organic, great stuff. Somebody, hang on, somebody's cell phoning me. It was nobody. It was a nobody. So from Chicago. I don't know anybody from Chicago. Ah, you sneaked in, G status. I didn't see you. So June greeted you. That's nice. G status is very, very sweet. Well, that's all right. I'm glad you stopped in, even if you can't stay. I'm not going to stay long either. I'm not going to stay up because I have to get to my kiwis. Remember, I told you I have to do kiwis. I have to peel. And they're organic too, so I cannot let them ruin. I have a case of them to do. Yeah, my neighbors look out after me if they go somewhere and get a truckload of things. Or most of my neighbors in the summer, we swap back and forth. My neighbors are used to getting, like, I grow a lot of stuff normally, and I go house to house dropping it off after I'm through canning and freezing and cooking, and I get tired, and hubby keeps bringing me stuff from the garden. Yeah, I'm going to be busy. These kiwis, can you imagine how wonderful they're going to be in my smoothies or even juicing them? Um, yeah, G status. There's no one in my chat that's gonna hate on you, so you can rest assured. These are the best of people in here. But I did myself get a threat last night, and it didn't make sense to me. So, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I paid him no mind because, yeah, I just removed it. I took a picture of it first, but I removed it. And as long as he behaves, I'm, I'm not going to report him. But if he keeps at it, yeah, because I've not bothered anyone. I've not reported anything until today when I got on my rant about Activision. Yes, about how Activision put a big strike on Peanut. YouTube did, rather. And they said it was Activision's fault. So I had a big rant on that. And I had a house full of angry people here that have children or grandchildren that play those games. Well, I think Peanut is always got the big happy face. I think you people loved all over him. Thank you very much. Oh, now I'm going to get on to a lot of you people. You have not entered my drawing. And just remember, you can do anything you want with them. With the, if you win it, go bless someone else. And all you have to do is send the email and nominate someone. So, well, I got a neighbor that just blows me away. Don't want to mention her name. I'll just send the 2 gift cards of your choice to you, and you can go hand deliver it. And you can either keep one or donate it. And when you explain that you won to your neighbor, they're going to say, no kidding. You nominated me and I won? That's fantastic. That person may need it. Come on. I want you guys to blow my email up with entries. And any one of you that are my supporters get an entry. So I expect to see you do that. Well, there's Tim's World. Hi, Tim. Hairballs. Nice of you to stop in. MT Coal Forge and Gaming. Welcome, welcome. I don't know if you was in because I get to talking and I lose my chat. I know I wrote to Bobby and told him I have a brand new respect for you, Bobby, how you can, with your live streams and all that brings, how it's hard to keep up with the chat, and you want to be talking and maybe explaining something. And so, I said, I have a brand new respect for you. All I have to do is go live stream. And of course, I know a lot. Let's see, a lot of you, well, a few of you go live. I know Tessie does. She goes live. And I also know how you get different personalities. But so far, I've had beautiful people. The one person I told you that it wasn't so nice, he just left a message on one of my videos, and I just removed him. No biggie. Nothing to get upset over. So how many of you are going to try the bean cake recipe? Oh, I don't care if you lurk. In fact, I don't keep track of how many people's in the room. I do well to read my chat. Oh, MT Coal Forging told me, keep in mind, claims are okay, strike is not. Yeah, well, the strike is on my grandson, who's very upset with it because Activision, and let me write down, I wrote down the name. It was a game that they purchased 4 years ago, Call of Duty, Advanced Warfare. So, and of course he, complained, but yeah, the strike. Yeah. So we've been hating on Activision today, or I have. No, you don't have to beat anybody up, Peanut. All he said was, for some reason, he thinks that I'm going to turn him in for something. And I says, as far as I know, you haven't done anything to me. And can you please explain why I might want to report you? And then he says, trust me, it will not work out for you. And I take that as a threat. So, and of course, it was a fake guy. His name was something Mr. Cranium. So, I don't know what he thinks he did to me, or why I would want to report him. Maybe he thinks I'm blaming him for Peanut's strike, but that is clearly Activision, Mr. Cranium, and I do not appreciate being threatened. But like I said, I just deleted it. Ty Taylor, Jeff, Tim. I see you're still here. Maybe he's not too bright. Yeah. Well, I don't know where these people get some of their information, but I haven't been on YouTube enough to long enough to want to report anybody. But he got it in his head that I wanted to, and that he said it would not work out well for me. So, anyway, I'm sorry, Mr. Cranium, that you obviously have a problem, and I'm sorry for that. And I will pray for you that you get your inner self together. And maybe somebody needs to show you love or something. What happened, Bobby? I don't know. I wasn't on Bobby's today because I took a nap. Yeah. They reporting doesn't always work. No. Tim, I expect you to report yourself all the time. That would be the honorable thing to do. Tim, you're one of the sweetest guys I know. And I love your jokes. You're a blast to be around. Anybody that knows me know I love joking. And I like good times and laughing. What is this? Peanut, did you put that up? And what is it? Anyway, it's held for review. Who held it in review? Does anybody know what that is? Peanut, did you do that? And why did you do it? It's what are those little green things? Beats me. Oh, YouTube will do it? Peanut, did you put up 3.5 rows of little green consoles? Yes. Yes. I know they will review it. Okay, well, I'll hide it. Okay. They were gaming controllers. Okay, well, did you put them up, Peanut? Okay. Well, YouTube didn't like it, so I guess something I don't know about. Hi Ho Silver. Hello. Certain words in chat trigger a hold. Yeah, probably when we told him that Peanut got a strike. Well, he did get one. If they don't want it talked about, they shouldn't do it. Well, yeah, I've got a few people in here. I've got a bunch of likes. I'm not going to be on too long, though, because I'll have to do a few things. It's getting to be, well, it's a little after 6 here. So, and you guys probably have a lot of stuff to do also. And they're saying, Peanut, that you didn't do anything wrong. It's just YouTube, and, let them show themselves. I don't care. holding it for review. No, Peanut, it was probably me telling them that you got a strike is what did it. And if they don't want to hear about it, then they shouldn't do it. YouTube. Yeah, you know what? That's the problem with YouTube censoring. Well, I like my First Amendment, also my Second Amendment. I like all of them. I like the whole bunch of them, and they were given to us. And then these corporations get so huge that they think they can take them away or suppress you. No. You know what? I've lived long enough to see that some of these big corporations can be taken down by a lot of really angry customers. And when you forget who made you big, you know, you've heard the saying, the bigger you are, the harder you fall. There you go. And I don't think YouTube is immune to that. No, my grandson, Shalene, he got a strike from Activision. And I don't know, it was for a program that he had purchased. And they're supposed to be reviewing it. And yeah, he was really angry. Oh, hi, Tater. Yes, I'm well. Yeah, well, he got it about a week ago. I think it was a week ago. He was very upset. So I'm having everybody show him a little extra love today. And he's enjoying, and thank you, people. He's enjoying. You guys just baby him to pieces, and I'm glad to see that. We have to take care of our own, don't we? Yeah, I was just ranting about YouTube. I'm new to it as far as uploading and live streaming. However, I've been watching your YouTube. I have my favorites. I think I'm subscribed in my other channel, on my original one, like 500 people, 500 different channels. I have my religious shows. I have my homesteading shows. I have my news shows, because you sure as heck can't believe anything that the news on TV tells you. Y'all know that, don't you? You know why? Yeah, YouTube really liked this one. In 2012, our government, Congress, voted, and they voted against the Smith-Mundt Act, M-U-N-D-T. And since 2012, they no longer have to tell the truth, because they are no longer news people. They are entertainers, and these are entertaining companies. Now, they don't tell you that because they are allowed to lie. You can't sue them. So since they can tell you anything and you can't sue them, that's what they do. So your TV news, unless it's your local that's telling you about an accident on the corner of so-and-so, that's probably true. But if they talk about anything else, it's because they were paid to do so. So I don't watch that kind of TV. So I like my YouTube news. I think it's called alt-right news. And of course it's probably way out there, right wing, whatever. And of course they're going to call it anything they can because they don't want you hearing the truth. They want you to believe their garbage. So anyway, that's another rant on mainstream media. Yeah, look that law up, that Smith-Mundt, MUNDT. It was an act that I think it was an act that they voted into a while back that demanded that the news people told the truth, and they repealed that. So there you go. There's Autumn, Tater, June, Noel, Peanut. Oh, I know Tater. Peanut. He's a really nice guy. Glad to see you guys coming in. Yeah, it looks it, Tim. It's a happening place. Yeah. Yeah, come on down. My house, I'll give you a bowl of beans, some cornbread, some of my home canned peppers. And by the way, my cornbread is made out of corn that I grind. I have a special attachment on my Vitamix. I would love to find a miller that would mill mine, but I haven't. So I just tear up my blood. Yeah, well, I got all my lovely favorite people. And I hope I don't rant too much. I don't mean to, because I don't like to go into a chat room and hear people ranting. I like to hear good things that's happening. Yeah, Autumn bean cornbread. Yep. And of course, I'll have to have a little fruit and a salad with it, and to make sure. And of course, I take a lot in a day. I take my juice that hubby makes me, and I have to eat a lot of fruit and veggies, tea. Don't forget lemon water. Y'all drink lemon water. It's great for you. Yeah, I'm not gonna repeat everything about the salt, but I do want to repeat one thing. When you buy table salt, regular cheap table salt, just remember that the greedy corporation got there before you did. And what it is for mined when they mine the salt. And like I said, they have many mines on my property here. They're, from years and years ago. They take out the minerals, and no doubt they sell them, and they put in different different ingredients to make it free flow, desiccants to, so it won't clump, anti-clumping. And so you're getting nothing, with salt. And that's why salt, they say salt is bad. Yeah. Now, when you get your sea salt with iodine, They also have a gray salt that I've heard about and read about, but I've never bought any. But I do buy the pink Himalayan salt, and that's loaded down with minerals. And plus, it tastes fantastic. You just use a little of it. So, just a lot of times you can be healthy with just a few choices. Change a few things. I want homemade donuts too, Tim. But I'll have to eat beans and cornbread. Oh, any Nintendo gaming is a big one for strikes. Even if you apply for the license, okay. So June's eating big fat seedless grapes. Love grapes. Grapes are, yeah, they're really, really good for you. Now, June, they put that on me again, show and hide. Was it the word fat that flagged it? I mean, this is getting ridiculous. You can't use the word fat because you might offend. Your grapes might get offended, June, by calling them fat. What a bad person you are to offend a grape. Isn't this awful? I had no idea. I'm going to show it because I see nothing wrong with it. There you go. Eating big fat seedless grapes. Now, why'd they flag that? Fat. Well, I'm fat. Proud of it. Yeah, they're getting... I think it's time people start fighting for their... leave me alone with my amendment rights. They've taken free speech and flushed it down the toilet. And they're trying to take your guns. Yeah. And for all you people that think it's okay to take away your guns, I beg you to think of me. I live in a very rural area. We have bear, every kind of cat, he cat, she cat, every cougar, I've seen them all. Panthers, of course, we eat up with snakes. Every animal. And I live in the middle of nowhere. Now, if something like that ever attacked me or my husband or one of my dogs, and I didn't have a weapon, okay, and I had to depend on a law enforcement personnel officer to get to my door, well, if he rushed out the door and came here and rushed, it'd be 30 minutes. Same thing with a thief or a murderer or whatever. What am I supposed to do? Mr. Thief, would you wait there just a minute? Well, here, let me give you a Pepsi or something, a cup of coffee till the cops get here or whatever. Maybe you can hang on. It's only 30 minutes. What kind of imbecilic thinking is that? To take my means of protection away. They may have it. Ammunition first. That's all I can say. So, All right, Autumn. Tim made a big, huge pot of beef barley soup. Yes, Jim. In every room. Yep. A couple of them in every room. Yes, they've been brainwashed. Yeah, I imagine that barley would expand a lot when canning soup. But I don't know for sure. Tim probably does. I think I better stir hubby's beans if they burnt. He would have a fit on me. I'll be right back. Y'all chatting away? Good, good, good. Yeah, I love my Instapot. Use it all the time. I got two different still inserts in it. One's always got something in it. Tessie, I think you missed the recipe on this. It's 75 minutes on high. Then I just let it cool down. I use 3 cups of beans, 8 cups of water. Oh, I have to give a shout out. Yep. Guess how I learned to do the beans? Pawpaw. Yeah, doing it cheap, Pawpaw. He had, we're making refried beans. So I was using my other pressure cooker, and I hadn't really got over my fear of pressure cookers. So I was cooking them out on the porch. And I found that if anything's going to blow a pressure cooker up, it's beans. Or maybe Tessie's barley. Or yeah, I would add the barley later. But anyway, Pawpaw, I made his recipe for, and we made the refried beans. Loved it, loved it, loved it. So I just worked off of his recipe and adjusted my pinto beans. The time. But if I hadn't had Pawpaw's instructions on making it, I'd have probably never. I'd still be making them on the stove. And I think I've told you all, I really like when I can do my work here, sitting down. When you have disabilities, you just learn to work around them. Because I still have work to do, things I like to do. Hi, Whiskey Woman, you made it back. But anyway, thanks, Pawpaw. I made it with them for a long time until I got this pot, and I says, I'm going to make real beans. Oh, I was hoping he wouldn't do that. He hurts everybody's ears. There is an imaginary threat out there. Honey, will you let him out? He's killing me. with that shrill bark. Yeah, 8 cups of water and 3 cups of beans. But that's beans that have been soaked. What happens, you can, now Pawpaw's, he doesn't soak his, but he's making refried beans. It all depends on how much soup you want in them. So hubby likes a lot of the soup in the soup beans. Yeah, 3 cups of beans, and he soaks them. Then after he soaks them, he rinses them, and then he adds 8 cups of water. And we do it for 75 minutes on high. And anytime you can get pinto beans in that short a time. Yes, Pawpaw is larger than life, yeah. But it makes them just perfect. And then, of course, if you want them to cook down a little bit on your Instapot, like this is the second day, I'm just warming them up. I got them on slow cook, and I think hubby's gonna starve to death, so I'm gonna put it on saute. Well, I gotta cancel it and then put it on. Now that's some really hot heat there. That will burn them. See, I want you guys to remind me in a minute or two to turn that off, because somebody's got to watch me. Buffering. I hate when that happens, the buffering. Yeah. So y'all are talking. Good, good. Love it. MT Coal Forge and Forging. Okay. And gaming. Many decades ago, I mentioned in one of my live streams. So yours was spaghetti sauce everywhere? Yeah, well, back in the old days when they had the older type pressure cookers, I had a brand new house, and I was cooking, I think I was cooking beans in it. Anyway, they ended up all over the cabinets and all over the ceiling. So I haven't liked pressure cookers ever since. So now I'm back to trusting it again, because I had my other one and I used it out on the porch. And these new, like the Instapot, they come with a whole bunch of safety features that I trust. I use it every day. I wouldn't want to be without it. Almost every day. Some days I don't cook anything. I use leftovers. Y'all do that? You just bought a pressure cooker for $5. Is it the newer kind, Tim? Is it the cool kind? Yeah. Yeah, the 8-quart. Yeah, stainless steel. Ah, yes, 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 yes. Love it. Tessie, I have an additional insert, the stainless steel pot, because like this has got beans in it, and we'll probably have the beans at least 3 or 4 days, because that's a lot of beans. And I was telling him I make them in tacos, burritos. What are those nachos where you put some corn chips and spread it out with the beans, you mash them up, whatever. Use them whole, don't matter, and put cheese and lettuce and tomato. what is it called? A patano like thing? Anyway, we don't care what it's called, but we love to eat them. And then, of course, you can make burritos. Once you bean dip, hummus. Oh, I love hummus. I have a real good hummus recipe that I make. I should show you that. I'll put that down on my list of stuff to do. I learn from everyone, even though I watch Tessie a lot. Oh, I have for probably since she started up, if not shortly after, as soon as I got a hold of her. And Tessie's a lot like, we're a lot alike. We both like to make things, and we have nice, large gardens. We like herbs. But no two people does things alike. And when you learn how other people do it, you question your own way. And if it's easier, hey, I'll change. Yes, and I'm happy for the suggestion. So never too old to learn. You all are bad. You didn't tell me to check my beans. Y'all are bad. You gotta watch me. What do you do? Break my table? Yeah. Okay. Honey, you can eat now. We got leftover cornbread. Yeah, we're happening. Look at there. Love it. Look here. I've been drying these on the table. Look at these great peppers. I just laid them on a paper plate and flip them over. See? And then I strung some. Can you see them? Yep, there they are. Yep. These are some hot ones. These are those finger hots. And now my daughter's in love with them. She likes them on a string, or she likes them. She'll take them in a bowl. She says they're decorative. Anyway, she takes a pinch. She uses it all winter long. She says she takes seeds, everything. Even if I got dust, she says, Mom, I knock the dust off. Take me a pinch of that stuff. And in anything I cook, she says, I guarantee you it ups the flavor a lot. Hi, Marie. I see you're back. Yes, it is fun seeing other people do. Yeah, no two people do things alike. Yes, Whiskey Woman. I make hummus. Yes, with chickpeas, with tahini. Yes, and I add my pinto beans, and I put the garbanzo beans, and I run it through, and I run it through the food processor. Yes, outstanding. And then of course, I'm sure y'all use the cumin. Let's see. I'm trying to think of all I do use. I make so many blends. I know Tessie does too, of your own herbs and spices, and I have like a rub blend for my meats, and that you make yourself to where it'll drive you nuts if you try to keep track of it. So I do keep like a little recipe file, and it's want me to show you. You guys will love this. Okay, it's laughing time about my organization. I have tons of recipe books. Tons. I collect them. Old ones. I have old ones, new ones. In fact, you know, I used to buy a lot of books until I no longer. I'm trying to downsize now, um, so I don't buy them anymore. I got to show you this. Check it. There you go, real professional. You like that? Well, I make them up as I go, and the ones at work I tweak them, but they all look similar. They're all ripped to shreds. Yep. Okay. Oh, here's Papa's recipe. Look, it's not shredded. Oh dear, turn that off real fast. Turn that off. You guys, you didn't remind me. Well, hi, Mrs. Green Thumb. How are you? I missed you. I was running off at the mouth and I missed you. Coming in. Welcome, welcome. I'm just going on about my highly organized recipe system. Actually, these are all my, and these are my newer recipes I'm still working on that for the Instapot that I have found. And I'm still working on them, so that's why they're really, you know, they're close. Yeah. So, yeah, I make my own everything. So if I didn't write them down, you know, I better pull this out. I make my own toothpaste, my own shampoos and stuff like that. This is my shampoo I'm almost out of. And then I tweak mine, like I add some essential oils to my shampoos and stuff for when my hair fell out, to regrow hair. And I have a few of those things I add to my shampoos. So, Mrs. Green Thumb, can I give you a bowl of beans and cornbread? A big onion? How about a big pepper? Cup of coffee? Tea? I'm losing my chat. I'm not. I didn't even see you come in, Mrs. Green. I mean, a few seconds ago. So, coffee is good? Okay. And you take yours with cream and sugar or just black? Now watch me get flagged for that. Because I got a flag for June's grapes being fat. She was eating big, fat, beautiful grapes. And they didn't like it because the word fat. I think they're getting out of hand myself. I really do. Can't say this, can't say that. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. That's all I can say. Milk and honey in your coffee. I put some honey in my orange juice, like Ron said, and it does help your voice. See, I'm not as quite as ratchety, or I don't think I am. Well, you guys are merciless on that hitting the thumbs, and I appreciate it. I have a very good, on all my videos, I have real good thumbs up. You guys take care of me, and I will always try to take care of you too. Fried chicken. Okay, you'll have to come back on another night, gambler, because all we got's beans and cornbread tonight. How about if I peel you up a kiwi? I'm supposed to be peeling these and freezing them. I'll give you a kiwi. How about a big onion and pepper? Yeah, you probably do need maybe some fried taters or something to go with the beans. Yeah, the honey works. Yeah, this is a fun chat. Yeah, that's because just beautiful people in here, Tessie. You being one. All of you being one, Mrs. Green Thumb being one. I'd have to go down and name every one of you, which I already have. You're the best of people. Can't go wrong with a tater, Lord. No, you sure can't. Yep. June, do not worry about your grapes. I'm for that First Amendment right of speaking your mind. If it blows somebody up because you call your grapes fat, then they have a problem, in my opinion. I'm a great host. Hey, I thank you. I just try to treat you guys like I would like to be treated. I find that works in a lot. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about your grapes. It hit Peanut up because he put up a couple of consoles. I'd like to know what's the matter with that, too. Oh, you guys are really, really sweet. I love every one of you. And I expect you all to enter my contest, my contest drawing, so that you all get a chance to win those gift cards. All it takes is an email. Grapevines 007. Grapevines with an S 007 at gmail.com. Just throw in someone's name that you think goes above and beyond what they need, what they would, need to get by. In other words, they're thinking of someone else and doing for others. And like I said, the entries so far brought me to tears about how people go out and give of their time and their money for others. So and you don't even have, like I said, you don't even have to mention a name. You can say, I've got a neighbor down the street that's just awesome. Just put neighbor down the street and you'll be an entry. You guys are giving me a big head. Gonna need a bigger hat. Tater, we love you like a fat kid loves cake. Just saying. Yeah. Fat grapes too, Tater. We love fat grapes. Cake. Thank you, June. Oh, grease my doors. Are they squeaky? Probably. You know, I never hear stuff like that. And I don't hear dogs barking because I have 5. I tune them out like most people do, tune out their children. Yeah. Grease my doors. Yeah, you probably hear it when hubby opens them. Yep. Oh, for the big head. Y'all, any of you wonder why I have a refrigerator in my dining room? A washer in my dining room? It's because I can't. This lovely refrigerator that I cannot recommend to anyone. I paid really top dollar for. I had it no time until the repairman was coming around so much. I thought about making dinner for him. You know, he was around so much. So it wasn't long until the warranty ran out, and I bought the warranty for a while. You know how that goes. And then anyway, the ice maker went out. They come in, they fixed it. I don't know how many times. Well, I found out on YouTube, of course, that it was a design flaw. And if you name to them, if you just mention design flaw, they get all bent out of shape. So say, oh, I see. Yep, it does squeak. I don't hear anything, I think. So anyway, I love the refrigerator, but it was going to cost me like $700 to buy a new ice maker. So I bought another. I put a couple, 300 or 400 more, and bought me another one for my. I have one in my kitchen, but it's side by side, stainless. I like this one far better, but it doesn't have an ice maker, and I need ice. And I also have one refrigerator out. Yeah, I got 3 and 2 freezers. You got to remember, we grow a lot of stuff, and I buy a lot of fresh foods. I don't eat a lot of processed. I mean, I buy it just because I live, in the middle of the sticks. So, I have 3 refrigerators here, and I keep a lot of produce. And yes, a lot of produce goes bad. But in the wintertime, I don't use the one out on the porch that much. I unplug it. Yeah, I have a horrific electric bill. And the washer, it's there because I don't want it in the basement. So that's probably obvious. I don't want to run up and down stairs. So hubby says, where do you want it? And I said, right there. And so he installed it there for me. And so, you get it to work any way you can. And now I do all my food prep work here. Not all of it, but I'm not able to stand over a counter or a stove. So I still cook by doing my prep work sitting down. that works for me. So, what's going on? See, I get to yakking and I forget to. But you guys are so great about entertaining yourselves. What happened, Tim? Oh, yes, I remember. I remember, Tim. Yes. Debbie Dawson got some passion fruit. Well, you don't know what to do with it. I'm sure you can cut it up and freeze it. I don't know about passion fruit. Anybody else know? That's right, June. Work smart, not hard. Tessie, you get blamed for everything, don't you? You kicked Tim off. Yes. I have to work smarter, not harder. Yep. A lot of us do, though. Yeah, I love Tim's channel, too. Yeah, he finds all that cool stuff. There, I've been on a couple of hours already. Wow. Check this out. Okay, I'm going to have to go. I got to make me up a salad to go with my beans. So I'm going to have to go pretty soon. Been on 2 hours. I can't believe that. The time flies because you people are so lovely. Yes, and it was a gorgeous day. I wished I had music or something to entertain you, but I don't have an Alexa. I don't quite trust Alexa. Of course, you know, you're talking to somebody that don't trust the mainstream news. I happen to think everything they say is a lie, and they're paid to say it. So just open your eyes if you don't believe me. Yes, everybody check out Tim's channel. I know I'm so envious sometimes of the stuff he gets because I guess him and Tessie, they go to these fantastic stores. I don't have any that great around here because I don't have anything but mountains, trees, streams, creeks. We have a swimming hole down 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 the road a bit. Yeah, it's got fresh running water running through it in the summer, and it's kind of nice. Okay, so you all say your goodbyes for now. I don't have a schedule on my live streams. I just get on, to be honest, when I feel like it. Yesterday and last night, I was really, really feeling super bad. And So I felt a little bit better today, so I jumped on. Um, yeah, I think June probably understands me very, very well, what I'm going through. I think our lives are a lot alike, if you get my drift. Neither of us like pity. Uh, we don't like to talk, and sometimes I may sound sketchy because I don't like to talk about, uh, things like that. Because I think it's all illness is from the devil. I think it's from Satan, and it has absolutely no right to be on God's children. So, we have to ask God to remove it because it's on us illegally, on one of His children. In the name of Jesus, get off of all of our people, all illnesses, all illnesses. Yeah, in the name of Jesus, they have to go. So, blessings to all. Goodbye, everybody. It's been beautiful having you. And we have dinner, and amen, Tessie, yes. We all need healing in some way or another. Some of us just more than others. Yes, thanks for the fellowship. Oh, and please, please, please enter my drawing if you haven't. You can always, if you win, if you don't want the gift card, you can always bless someone with it. Take it to a homeless shelter or somewhere where they give away food, a church that you like. If you see an old person, you might see a child. Hey, kid, you want this? And always ask, if it's a kid, always ask the parent first because we don't want to be called perverts or anything. So goodbye, everyone, to all of you. I'm signing off now. I have a ball with you people. Bye-bye. And God bless you all.